Educational fun times with Mitch and Ben. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Educational Fun Times with Mitch and Ben. This is our third episode, and before we get started, I'd just like to say from Ben and I, a very happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, or for us single people, happy February 14th.
Anyways, so today we're going to talk about, this is the pre-service teacher edition. So Ben and I, having gone through internship, pre-internship, and several other classroom experiences, have decided to share our insights with you viewers who are in pre-service. So your first year, your second year, third year, and heading into your internship.
That's right, we just finished our 4-month internship in December, so we're pretty fresh right now. That's all on our minds.
Now, this is probably going to be more so geared towards those in secondary education, because Ben and I are both secondary math majors. So we're going to share our experiences from a high school setting, which can probably be translated into an elementary school setting. Yeah. So first off, I'd like to start off by saying no classroom is ever going to be the same. For example, one classroom I had, there was quite a few EAL students, and that's English as an additional language students, mainly Filipino in my one English class that I taught, and then transitioning into my math class of grade 10 students, predominantly Caucasian. No EAL students. There's hardly any diversity in that classroom. So you just like never know what you're going to get. You could have a classroom where you don't really have to make any cultural changes, and then you can go into a classroom where you have to focus on those EAL students, all the different aspects within that classroom. So just be prepared. You're going to have multiple classrooms like that.
Exactly. You might have what I'll have, or what I had. I had a grade 9 class. They didn't like to show up to class, ever. A class of 20 kids, I would have 12 kids in class every day, and it's a different 12 every day. Impossible to catch everybody up. Luckily, I had a really good supporting staff that could help me, but I was pulling my hair out for the first month, and you will too if you have class like this, and you likely will. Don't worry about it. Let them catch up on their own. Don't stress yourself, okay? Carry on. Teach the class like you're going to, and don't stress yourself on trying to catch these guys up. It'll just kind of take care of itself.
It's true, and one thing to help with that as well that we've been learning throughout our educational career here at the University of Regina is flipped classrooms.
How's that going to work?
Well, you see, it's great because there's this thing called Mimeo now, and a lot of classrooms do have the Mimeo. And there's this awesome record function on it where you can plug a microphone into the computer, and you can actually record what you're writing on the board to the computer. So you can have the visual of you writing, say you're doing a math problem, the visual of you solving a problem on the board, along with you voicing it out. So explaining the process of it at the same time using that microphone. And then you can upload that onto a website for those students who missed that day.
Pretty amazing. Such a time we live in.
It's great. I intend to do that next year. Do you, Ben?
If I have a Mimeo, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
I didn't have anything where I was like stone tablets.
Just carving away.
Yeah.
One other pointer I can give you is in your 4-month internship.
Stop shaking the table.
Sorry. In your 4-month internship, do not, I repeat, do not attempt to keep a job outside of your internship. If you can, at possible, do not have a job. Internship is your job. I made this mistake. Ben, did you have a job during internship?
I did, but I didn't work at all. I was a full-time teacher, bro.
Was it great?
Yeah, it's good.
My life was hell.
Why?
I was working 2 part-time jobs at the same time of internship, and I was also on several extracurricular activities at the school, along with being the chair of the University of Regina Relay for Life Committee.
Well, let's pump this for a sec. You put this on yourself because you purposely moved out of your parents' place. Dumb move.
I was still living with my parents at the time. I moved out second semester. Let's get that straight. But I was saving up to move out.
Exactly.
So that was on me. I made that decision, and I regret that decision because it was the 4 hardest months of my life. My schedule was go to school, teach all day, go home, change, go to work, come home, correct if there was time before I passed out, fall asleep, repeat. 5 days in a row. with 2-day break, and then repeat for 4 months. So
So-
don't.
Sounds fun.
No, it's not. Don't do it. Don't.
Okay, well, what I'm going to move into is coaching aspect. So I coach football. I got really close to some of my players, probably too close, because when it came time to classroom management, they saw me more of a buddy or a coach as a teacher. So they would try to take advantage of the situation, basically,
As kids often do.
as they often do. Yeah.
Well, as secondary education students, high school students.
Little kids like to hug. These kids like to joke around. But no, I ended up just putting the foot down, saying this is two separate places. This is a professional atmosphere. You got to treat me with some sort of respect. Football, yeah, that's a different story. We'll talk a little different out there. But in school, I'm a teacher, you're a student.
Keep the separation.
Exactly.
Moving on from there, there's one other aspect you'll have to focus on, and that is staff. And my first piece of advice is learn how they react to you in the staff room and if they have certain rules in the staff room. For example, at the high school I was at, there was a seating arrangement in the staff room, and if you disobeyed that seating arrangement, you would get called out. You would get called out. They would get out of my spot. That's my spot. Get out. In addition to that, there was also a seating arrangement at staff meetings. And our table of interns were actually pushed to the back corner of the room where there was like a flickering light and it was like a gust of wind coming in. It was like the back corner.
That just makes sense. It's the intern dark spot.
It's true.
Every school has them.
It's true. So just be aware of seating arrangements and just how different teachers at the school will react to you. Be respectful to them. If they've been there for longer than you have, so give them that respect. So just be aware of the different rules that your school may have in regards for staff.
Also, look out for the grouches. There's grouches everywhere. They try to bring you down.
Don't get sucked in by the negativity.
Exactly.
But make friends. And don't stay in your classroom. Go to the staff room and socialize with staff, because that's one big component of internship. Don't know what I'm doing with my hands. That's one big part of internship is socializing with other teachers, getting to know what it's going to be like in a professional setting. So don't be afraid of them. They're there to help you. They're there to socialize. They want to be your friend sometimes. Sometimes they won't want to be your friend, but that's okay. You'll find that out.
You don't have to live in there.
No.
I probably went 30% of the time, because my lunch hours, I was helping kids or lesson planning, whatever.
Make yourself available.
But go in there twice a week, just kind of hang out.
Yeah, and I think that's all we really have to offer at this point in time. We might throw a couple pointers your way in the future, but for now, we think that covers most of the bases that we experienced in our internship.
Mm-hmm. We're full of fun facts and good information.
Got any questions? Just post them in the comments below.
Yeah, we need topics to talk about, so let us know.
And that's all from us for today. So happy Valentine's Day and happy February 14th.
Happy February 14th.
Happy February 14th. And we'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.